EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Twin Cities and U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, the home of the Vikings. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Minnesota Vikings.
Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. Will Reichert will get this one started. Off we go from U.S. Bank Stadium.
Something takes the part of me. Something lost and never seen. Until I start to believe. Something taken from me.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. In motion is Barner. The first carry for the Spartan, Kenneth Walker. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
First down.
Ready?
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Seattle.
Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And he's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 7.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Throwing on third down is Darnold. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the veteran, Harrison Smith.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Out to his right. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback. Not only getting outside the pocket, buying more time for his receivers, but then finding a man open who's able to pick up enough to move the chains.
The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. DeMarcus Lawrence getting in for the sack, and now it's going to be third and a mile. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game? They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 29-yard line.
So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store? More from the Twin Cities in a moment. From the 29, here's 2nd and a yard. Once again, it's Walker. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. 16 yards. Pick up on that one. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. Here's Darnold. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Darnold. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Josh Metellus.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike. The ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
25 yards.
A pickup there of 25 yards. First down, Minnesota.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go now. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. Oh, big hole left side. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
And the defense comes up with the first points of this one. It is a pick-6 to make it a 6-0 lead.
And Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick-6.
Jason Blair is the kickoff for Seattle.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Price now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Boye Mafe in on the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. This one is caught by Addison. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Gain of 6 brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and a yard, it's McCarthy. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
First down.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the first down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
Play action now. It's McCarthy. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
35-yard line.
To throw once more. Here's McCarthy. I had a defender draped all over. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10.
That's another Vikings first down.
McCarthy gonna look to throw again. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. They're gonna take possession here just shy of the 20.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
That one swung out wide to Walker.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so high. They knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Shaheed in motion. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
29-yard line.
Second and 7.
Pick up of 3. Brings up second and 7.
They run it once more with Jones. And this will wind up a Vikings first down as they'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
9 yards. And the Vikings first
Again,
down.
it's Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. First and 10.
That's another Vikings first down.
On the ground now with Jones. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
To the 49-yard line.
This is Jones. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Vikings first down.
They run straight ahead with Jones. Not much there, maybe a yard. So, from 37, here's second and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up
Up
second
the middle,
and 8.
here's Jones.
Seahawks
He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down.
Jones on the carry.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
That one into the hands of Jefferson. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 27-yard
He'll
line.
run. This is Jordan Mason. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. Accelerating toward midfield. Inside the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Seahawks. And now, after the pick-6, out comes the offense to try to really rub this in. Two-point conversion. They're going to try to run it in. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. And that kick goes out of bounds right away, and that is a big mistake because that ball's going to be marked beyond the 40-yard line. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
3 yards. And the Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing here on first and 10 is McCarthy. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to take over here up near the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Eric Wilson on the tackle.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. Hit as he throws and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He's going to look deep. Going to cut. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Now faking the give. That is caught at the 3. And the Vikings going to be set up as 1st and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
That's another Vikings.
Jones will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach. They're pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. Can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard
The
line.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's a handoff to Walker. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their 1st. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. intercepted. That's the linebacker, Blake Cashman. The defense comes up with the big play, and the pick-6 changes all the momentum. New leader in this one with that touchdown.
Mike, this is one of those plays at the end they're going to look back on and say that play changed the game. Not only